is Friday, April 24th in the United States and Canada. Alex Lyon is the man. And this is a show called What Chaos, presented by Sports Interaction, holding it down in the Dishin Studios for one final time in Buffalo week. My name is David Bean. I sit beside Pete Blackburn, and across the room, looking good, we will explain that, is Sean DePaz. Sean, thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Ooh, boy.
Awesome.
How you feeling, Pete?
I'm tired. I'm sad. I gotta drive 7 hours. I missed the chat. God damn, this sucks. What a terrible day.
Yeah, no chat. We are banking this slightly before the show actually would go live. So we got to hit the road. We got to get back and see these games. Yeah, that's right. We're going to fuck around and watch the Canadiens and Lightning series.
That's right. I'm actually very excited to be able to watch that. And yes, we are abandoning our hockey podcast, at least live, so that we can go home and watch hockey.
We haven't seen our loved ones all week. And
don't care about that.
Yeah,
I
and
just
we're
want to
like,
watch the Canadiens.
So excited to just get back so I can watch the Canadiens. And everything is back to normal.
It's going to be so tough when I get home, pull into my driveway at like 6:58 p.m. My wife, who I haven't seen for a week, is like, I'm so glad you're back. And I'm just pushing her out of the way to get to the Canadiens Lightning.
See, I already did this. I was talking to Julia yesterday, and I was like, I've had a great week. I'm just like ready. I've had a great time, and it's so cool knowing that like there's different parts of your life that you love. Like I love doing this, but I'm ready to come home, be with my Julia, just watching the Oilers together like we do, and like kind of make it about like. It's an us thing because we do watch Oilers games together.
Yeah, that's very nice.
So it's a nice romantic, let's watch hockey.
I can't wait to get home and watch playoff hockey on my couch. And that is something that I definitely have not been doing here in Buffalo for a week. I'm excited to get home to do exactly the same thing that I've been doing all week in
Just
Buffalo.
without the boys.
I really though, I like do need a detox because I was just saying earlier, I haven't had a meal in over a week.
Vegetable you had.
I actually did get a Caesar salad
that's true.
because I was like, I know I'm going to need one, but I haven't had a meal in over a week that has been even remotely in the neighborhood of being good for me.
We were talking to some whatnots yesterday at the rec room. Shout out everyone who showed up at the watch party. And we were talking about Buffalo House, which has been just an absolute fucking
Trauma
romantic
center.
Comedy. And he
I
was.
don't know if that one. I don't think that one plays. That's just a kind of movie.
Yeah, it's a type of movie.
Yeah. You can't do that,
don't
no.
sneak in movies.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute black comedy.
Last night was a psychological thriller.
I mean, if we're
it
watching
actually
hockey,
was for like last night. Actually, was a psychological thriller for me.
But he was like, yeah. So you guys just like hanging out, doing whatever, and I was wistfully explaining like we just sit on the couch, we watch hockey. Every now and then we'll mix in a video game. We ordered ice cream one night and arrived at the conclusion that Buffalo House is essentially a bachelor party, but without the people you don't know.
Do you have people you don't know at a bachelor party?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, if you're going to like somebody
Not
like
my
your
bachelor party, but like, yeah, when you go to your friend's bachelor party, like,
yes.
there's a couple of cousins, there's some, and there are friends that you're really excited to see that you know very well.
Which, by the way, that's a cool part of bachelor parties.
Because like 2 hours into it, you're best friends with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But
and you're like, this person that I really love and that has invited me on their bachelor party, I'm finding out the other people that they really love and why they really love them. It's a very cool part. Dudes rock.
Yeah, but we've kept light numbers at this bachelor party.
Yes.
Just the three of us, and it's been an absolute blast. Sad to leave Buffalo, but we're doing one Friday episode before we get out of here. Pete, what is on it?
Today on the show, lions and divers and bears. I don't know what voice that is. I'm tired.
You did not deliver that properly.
Yeah, lions and divers and bears.
Yeah.
Like lions and tigers and bears.
What's...
Oh, shit.
My.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
It's lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my.
Yeah.
All right, well, shut up, Sean. Apologize to Kyle.
Last night was a Wizard of Oz.
Now
was a Yellow Brick Road.
You've gone from movie to genre to specific
titles.
movies.
Yes. Last night was the Wizard of Oz rock.
Last night was The Wiz.
Ooh, he's on
I'm the
down
Wiz. Apologize to Kyle.
Yeah.
Who's Kyle?
Who the fuck is Kyle? Why don't you ask the music fans of Taiwan who Kyle
Okay,
is?
that's right. Yep. Unhappy ending. What's that about?
Not about Robert Kraft, that's for sure.
Tough
Jesus
end
Christ.
to the
Sean,
game.
we've got a Patriots sex scandal to discuss today.
Yeah. Tough ending to the Kings game, and now we can start to talk about tough ending to the career of our beloved Anze Kopitar, because he got picked pretty cleanly to end that game. I think it was more of a Brock Nelson thing than a Kopitar thing, but still pretty sad.
Yeah.
We're going to talk Kings.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Congrats, Renee.
we're going to talk Kings one final time.
Oh no, I have a
Really
very
apologize.
important
Yes.
question about that series. But
Okay.
Go on.
Okay. And finally, Buffalo.
We did a little bit of it, but I think we're going to do more.
Finally,
just
we're
gonna
talking Buffalo.
Reflect on
The
Buffalo
first time.
a little bit.
It's about goddamn time the city gets some attention.
It's
Yes.
On this show in particular.
I do want to bring up early on in the days of this podcast, as the Oilers were going on a spectacular run, there were many an allegation about, oh, I can't believe this is an Oilers podcast. Why don't you guys just do a fucking Oilers podcast? Got hammered with those in the early days. We're starting to get it for the Sabres.
We actually
Really?
didn't. I think we were worried that was going to happen. We didn't get much like I talked to Elliot
Are
about
you saying
that.
Oilers stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
We didn't get much, like-
absolutely got like you guys do an Oilers show.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we still do, but the Sabres have just been a little hotter in the streets recently. But yeah, I feel like we definitely. I mean, there's definitely a lot of like get in there and make it about the Oilers.
I
talk.
know that we do an Oilers show, but I don't know that like
In the
Oh.
early days, absolutely, yes. Like the first
Yeah,
playoff
because
run.
we definitely had to say it a couple of times, like,
but that was
We'll
when
talk
our
about your
audience
team
but
is
that was
interesting.
when our audience grew though. I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
defend the
I'm not saying that any of it was
listeners of the
bad.
show.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I'm not saying
but
any
they
of
were
it was
definitely-
bad, but there were definitely allegations
Yeah.
of us being an Oilers show.
Yeah, because we.
I mean we
definitely had-
are.
Yeah, we definitely had to say like, we're talking about them because they're the most interesting team in the league. Not because like,
Yeah, but respectfully, like I don't worry about that. Same with
Me
if
either.
like there
I
was
don't care.
something, say like the Jordan Spence thing that we're going to show today.
Yeah.
If that was our favorite thing and that was like
I-
what stood out to us, yeah, we won't talk as much about something that about like Marco Sturm crying about the refs.
Yeah, and none of this is like a complaint
Yeah.
on my part, or like that. It's what we do a show that like we are. What we're excited about is the thing that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
and at points, like I think like there hasn't been a point in show history where one of our teams hasn't been like the most interesting team in hockey. It was yours for a while,
Hockey gods.
Sean. It's absolutely yours now.
You'll have your
I'm just
time
asking the
eventually.
fucking question. Skip Bayless voice. My turn. When it's
You'll have
my
your-
turn.
You'll have your turn eventually.
So I'm very upset about it.
Yeah.
Never in a million years did a year ago or 2 years ago did I think that would be the case. Be like, Pete will have his time eventually.
Yeah.
It's Sean's turn right now.
It's fucking crazy.
Well, Rec Room was whatever you want to call it last night.
Rec Room
it was
was a-
fantastic.
That shit was a bar.
It was incredible.
That shit was literally a bar.
All Edition people were there. Sean's family was there. Sean's mom almost made me cry. And then when I told Sean that his mom almost made me cry, I actually started to get tears in my eyes. It was a beautiful night. It was so great that to see. Sorry, Pete. It was good that the majority of the people there got what they wanted. There were some very funny moments that I wrote down involving Pete that I want to recap, but there was also just a ton of whatnots there. Shout out Holly. Young Gritty was in the house. Jordan, absolute legend. Kevin, Jess, Jose, who Jess and Jose were cousins and still are, and found out I believe yesterday that they were both whatnots.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours before the show, before the watch party.
I want to say it was Jose. It was like he called his cousin. I'm going to this bar tonight with a watch party for a podcast I listened to, and his cousin was like, "What chaos?" And they were like, "Oh shit."
And
That's crazy.
The bartender Gianna's dad.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Kind of.
So early on in the night, Gianna was talking about her dad and was like my dad wants a hat, and I didn't know if like she was just her dad just like collects hats,
Just a hat guy.
or didn't really like know of, maybe had the wrong podcast. I don't know what it says about me that when somebody's like, my dad loves your podcast, I was like, your dad is old and
Your dad's
senile and has got the
Barstool
wrong
fan.
podcast.
Thinks you're Hank Lockwood.
That's Hank Lock. Yeah.
Turns out Gianna's dad was a fan of the podcast,
Whatnot.
and you're gonna drop off a hat later.
yes.
Specifically a fan of Sean, because she was like,
Yes.
who's he really likes the one that like
Puts on for
Buffalo. And we're like, that's Pete. That is
Shout out.
absolutely Pete.
Shout out Gianna's dad.
Shout out Gianna's dad, legend. Shout out everybody who snarfed up those hats. We brought a bunch of Edition What Chaos hats, and people,
Snarfed.
it was, dude, like I had to call the snarf police. The way they were.
Famously, they got snarfed so bad that people took our hats.
Our hats.
We
Yeah.
had hats that were given to us that were not What Chaos hats. We put them with the What Chaos hats, and all of the hats were gone by the end of the night.
Yes, I'm sure you saw as like people were cleaning out the What Chaos hats. The Charge in Buffalo had given us some hats, which was very nice of them.
Shout out Jared.
Yeah, shout out
And
Jared. He's the best.
Jess was like, because everyone else was taking all these hats, and Jess was like, "Oh, I like this hat. Can I have it?" And I turned to you. I was like, "Am I allowed to regift this?"
I
hat
tried
right
to
now?
do you a solid and be like, dude, those ones are ours. And DJ was like, they're ours, but you can have it.
Yeah, because especially it was like 9 dudes took all the hats, and then like one woman is like, "Can I have a hat?" What are you doing? No, stop. No, a bunch of people got hats. Shout out everyone who came through.
God, last night fucking rocked.
Kevin's my guy. Jose's my guy. Holly, like
Holly rocked. She
Pete-
bought me a Connor McDavid, Tim Hortons Hockey Canada card, which rocked. Because I
gave
told her I
me
wanted it.
an Evan Bouchard
that one bang.
Tim Hortons Hockey Canada card that I'm going to send to Bob.
Tried to give me a Tim Hortons
Jordan
Jordan Bennington
Yeah.
Hockey Canada card, and I said, fucking keep
What
it.
nuts fucking rock. There's such
I have been getting
good people and trolls at the same time.
I am getting absolutely fucked sideways on the Whatnot Gifts, the co-hosts items lately.
This
like
is
the
not
past
crazy.
month.
This is not your week, Pete.
I will
You just
say,
gotta accept it.
Young Gritty took a step back in the right direction. He did gift me an Owala last night, which
sick
was
one,
very
yeah.
exciting.
Owala is where it's
special
at.
edition golf Owala. Pretty
Yeah,
sick.
I don't know nothing about that. I'm over here with my flat regular Owala.
I'm over here with a couple of the sickest jerseys you've ever fucking seen.
Oh yeah, let's get that. Let's hit that. At first intermission, Young Gritty at long last was able to give Sean the gift that was promised.
Don't reveal it just yet. I don't know how much you've shown.
I haven't shown
Okay,
the big part.
because I do want to do it in chronological order.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And there's going to be footage of this. Denzel got amazing footage of it that we're going to put up on social. It began, there were 2 boxes, both the same size. And as these boxes are being presented, Pete and I are getting in some last minute, let's see if it's even possible to overhype what this is going to be. And we knew we just couldn't do it. The way I compared I compared it to after you opened it to someone who is a licensed driver with a nice, dependable car, who is then gifted 2 sports cars.
Yeah, because I was there in a very nice royal blue Rasmus Dahlin jersey.
Yep.
So I already had a very nice car.
First box you opened was what, Sean?
It was a signed Rasmus Dahlin goat head.
Which is
Doesn't get
incredible
better than that, right?
because you opened it up, you saw the goat head, you're like, all right, hell yeah, what's this about? Maybe like a Josh Doan.
Josh Doan or something
You want
like
a
that,
Josh
yeah.
Doan goat head. You see Rasmus Dahlin, you're like, oh shit, I'll absolutely
Yeah,
take this.
100%.
And then you
Without
spotted
the
sig-
C,
then you-
too.
Without the C.
That's like, those are the ones that are cool now, I think.
and then you spotted the signature, and you're like, God damn.
it's a fucking piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the real money maker was the second box. And Young Gritty was like, which one do I give to him first? And we both had the same reaction, which was like, oh no, definitely give the non-Dahlin jersey second, because we know that Sean has wanted that for quite some time, and it is legitimately and literally his white whale. Because Sean, what is it?
Get over here, brother.
It is a fucking Mikko Rantanen Whalers jersey worn exactly one time.
Yup.
A one-time screen seen Mikko Rantanen white Whalers jersey. Just, I think truly, quite possibly, the most unbelievable and top tier unicorn jersey you could ever own.
I don't know, especially like in the modern era. I don't know if it gets better than this. Like, yeah, jerseys. It's the most illogical jersey of all time.
Yes.
Like not something you're going to be able to explain to people 20 years from now.
You're going to rock people's world from the front and the back. People are going to be walking towards you and be like, damn, this guy's got a Whalers jersey? Fuck yeah. They're going to walk past you, be like, nice jersey. Turn around, look at it, and be like, what the fuck? Be like, Mikko Rantanen. I feel like that's a jersey that is so sort of niche.
I'll let you say niche. It's accepted both ways.
That's so niche that even puck knowers now and in a few years will be like, that can't be right.
Well, yeah, because there's got to be people that are like kind of hardos, like at least that I am, who are like, that's not screen seen. I'll be like, actually, motherfucker, it was a single time, and that's what makes it awesome.
You must not have seen it that one time.
Yeah, it was screen seen by those who know.
And what I like about it is, speaking of hardos, some people are going to see you from the front and be like, Whalers, Hurricanes jersey.
That guy sucks.
Yeah.
Whatever. If you really knew puck, you would have gotten like a real old. You would have gotten like a Ron Francis Hurricanes jersey.
Well, Ron Francis is not hot in the streets these days.
That's right. True. And be like, whatever. I guess that's kind of cool. And they see the 6 and they're like, what's the 6 on there? 9? And then they see the 9. They're like, do me a favor and turn around. Who is that? And they see Mikko Rantanen. There's no way. That I feel like they would go from being a kind of snooty, that's not a real Whalers jersey to like, that is a fucking hockey jersey. That is such a specific hockey knower. Pete and I were talking about this. The unicorn jerseys, like Homeboy getting there, making about the Oilers. Homeboy in Edmonton. Remember when he was like
Kapanen?
Yeah, he was like, I'm just stopping by to get a Kasperi Kapanen jersey because he's going to be here for like 3 months and I like unicorn jerseys. We were like, oh, that's cool.
Brother
also,
got fucked.
You had to know Kasperi Kapanen was going to go off in the playoffs and get re-signed.
Doing a unicorn jersey before they're actually a unicorn.
Well, I do.
That's respectable.
I
respect it. Yeah,
it's a swing,
but it's a move.
I don't think it's bad behavior to go for a unicorn jersey after the fact, but calling your shot is cool.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
But
just a risk.
I think I like unicorns more the bigger name the player is. That sounds counter to like the what chaos curriculum.
It's just that you don't get many big players as unicorns. Like big players don't get moved like Mikko Rantanen does.
Like when they do, they're often like it's memorable. I think that the reason that that's so fucking cool is that Rantanen is going to be forgettable with the Carolina Hurricanes in a matter of like a year or two, but like another layer of that is going to be super forgettable on the Hartford Whalers at Carolina Hurricanes.
It's just an unbelievable jersey.
Yeah, those opportunities don't come along very often.
And like, legitimately, there can't be many people that have one of these outside of Mikko Rantanen. He might not even have one of these.
I don't couldn't have been on sale for that long.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't
they're hard to get now.
They're hard to get. You can't go to NHL.com and customize them. But like that's why the unicorn that's a big name player, that's why like I've always wanted a Sergei Gonchar Bruins jersey.
I mean that's also like a very cool unicorn jersey.
Like a Michael Nylander Bruins jersey where you're like, when did Michael Nylander play for the Bruins? Oh, I guess you missed that 3 months after the trade deadline and I think 6-game first round exit. Non-puck knower. It might have been 7 against the Canadians, but
I don't think that we ever mentioned that the first Bruins jersey that we saw in Buffalo was a Tom Fitzgerald Bruins jersey.
Crazy.
Tom Fitzgerald, who played 1 season with the Boston Bruins in the last year of his career.
And that was 2005-06.
Yes. Just such a strange jersey.
4 goals, 6 assists in 71 games.
That's insane. That's the first Bruins jersey we saw in Buffalo. That should have been a bad omen.
Tom Fitzgerald career high points was 34 in 1996 with the Florida Panthers. But yes, Rec Room was amazing. 2 of my favorite moments were, I think it was the early third period tie game. Stakes are high. Everyone's a little tense. And a guy at the bar yells, Pete! maybe like 2 or 3. Pete turns around. Red Sox lost. And no one was dying laughing, but everyone was like,
I mean, it was like in like the second period of like a very close playoff game.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I texted at some point. One of my friends was in a group chat being like, Yankees beat the Red Sox, and then crickets from the Sox fans of the chat. I'm like, brother, we got bigger shit going on right now.
Yeah,
We hear about the fucking Boston Red Sox.
And then the other moment I loved was Jonathan Asperot had the puck behind the net, and Ben from Dishing goes, "Who the fuck is that guy?" Like, see, what does he wear, 45?
Yeah.
He's like, "Who the fuck is that guy?" And Pete, who's like a few people down from him, goes, "That's Jonathan Asperot. Show some respect."
Show some respect. It's Jonathan Aspero.
Yeah, is it Aspero?
Yeah. So it's like, it's Jonathan Aspero. Show some fucking respect.
Yeah, amazing moment, amazing night. Sabres win, go up,
Look good doing it.
go up 2-1 in the series.
Did they? I don't think that either team looked very good last night.
Looked better.
I said that to you after the second period. I was like, what sucks for you as a Bruins fan is the Sabres tied 1-1 through 2 periods, get to go in there and be like, tied through 2. We're playing a perfect road game when no one was playing a perfect anything.
No.
Jeremy Swayman, awesome again.
Yeah.
Is it just, he's a playoff performer, man. Go back a couple years against the Panthers. I just don't worry about that guy at all in the playoffs. He was great. Alex Lyon, I think, just might be the man.
I know. I fucking hate it. Far be it from Alex Lyon to deliver some nightmares to Bruins fans.
Yeah.
Come in relief and lead to absolute horrid days.
Shout out Noah Austin.
It sucks that
dog.
When the Bruins beat him, it fucked them up because it led to Bob going back in.
Yeah.
And when they didn't beat him, they lost games because they didn't beat him. What do you do with that guy?
Yeah, I feel weird now because I still, it sucks that like the Bruins are playing arguably better than the Sabres are, and they are losing in the series. Like the Sabres still have a lot of room to turn it on, turn it around. I wouldn't necessarily say you need to turn it around when you have a series lead, but like the Sabres are going to look better than they do.
That's why I'd be scared.
Yeah,
I
I
agree with you.
think the Bruins played better than the Sabres yesterday?
What?
You think the Bruins were better than the Sabres yesterday?
No. I mean, like maybe out of the gate.
I would say the Sabres have been the better team on the ice for the majority of this series.
I would not say the majority.
I would disagree.
Yeah.
I think they were better for most of that game, and they were better for most of game 1. They just...
I don't know if they were better for most of game 1. I
They
think they were better
they dominated
for
the first
like
period.
better for the first period or most of the first period.
And the second half of the third period.
Definitely better for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's a little closer
So like
than
it's
that. But like,
I think that basically having a stance on one team being much better
yeah, fair.
is, and I don't know if you said much, so I apologize if I'm putting words in
No,
your mouth, but
not
I think it's
necessarily, but-
negligible, and that's why if I'm the Bruins, I would be worried because I'm pretty sure we all know that the Sabres like straight up are better.
Yeah, right.
So-
Like I think that I expected it to look worse for the Bruins. So the fact that it has looked better than I've expected and it hasn't led to better than expected results, that's where the concern is, especially when Jeremy Swayman is like kind of on a god tier level right now. If that comes down a little bit and the Sabres level rises a little bit, if they manage to find anything on the power play
goal, just a single goal.
I will say the power play looked
Better.
decent at points.
They
Like
had
it looked,
controlled the puck a little bit.
it looked tolerable
They got
at
set up.
points.
Didn't know you could do that.
Yeah,
quite
exactly.
frankly.
And I'm starting to worry that
It's got to happen eventually.
No, I'm starting to worry that it's got to happen eventually, and I'm also starting to worry that it is contagious because
Yeah,
the Bruins
don't
power
look
play
good either.
looked fucking atrocious last night, and I think something's up with David Pastrnak. He doesn't look very good,
Yeah.
which is like kind of hilarious to say because I think that he's leading the playoffs in points. He had like 5 assists in like the first couple games, but he just hasn't looked right, and they need him.
Yeah. So, but if you can look at it two ways, and I'm not saying that these two players have the same impact because David Pastrnak is like a top 10 forward in the league, but David Pasternak didn't happen yesterday, so that's something that could still be improved. And on the other side, I still think Josh Doan hasn't really happened.
Yeah, you know who also hasn't happened is fucking Rasmus Dahlin.
Yeah.
He's got 1 point in 3 games and looked really bad in game 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
So
those anybody you can name anybody on the Sabres, and I'll say it doesn't really matter that much because they have so many guys that can just pop up. Like Alex Tuch had his best game of the series.
Noah
in
Ostlund
game
got
3.
into the lineup and he rocked. He was the best player on the ice, I would say, for the Buffalo Sabres yesterday.
Bruins just don't have a lot of those guys. That's the thing. It's like you need Pasternak, you need Geeky, you need Zacha, you need Arvidsson, and then if you find anything beyond those guys, you're probably like, okay, cool. But the list of Sabres that you feel like you can rely on to carry you is much longer.
Do you think if Arvidsson scores on that penalty shot, Bruins win?
I think so.
I do.
Fucking Sturm seemed to think so. Sturm said that the vibes on the bench after they missed that penalty shot changed.
It's not necessarily that he missed the penalty shot. It's that he missed the penalty shot and then they immediately gave up a goal right after. That swing was fucking devastating.
Yeah.
Playoffs for you.
I believe Denzel was just filming you. Yeah, it was filming you watching the penalty shot, and I think just kept going for the goal. And it was a different kind of energy when the Sabres scored, coming up where in like a 5-minute span you're thinking it's about to be 2-1 Bruins. Victor Arvidsson doesn't miss.
I had a friend text me and was like, after Arvidsson missed the penalty shot, he was like, I wish that you could defer or you could just choose power play or penalty shot. And I would like that, but knowing how the Bruins played on the power play last night, I don't think it would have went any differently.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I said I wish the Sabres could just say no to a power play.
Yeah,
we'll keep this shit at 5-on-5.
I do think the element of like being able to choose penalty shot or power play would be beneficial to the team that is fouled.
Yeah, or doing at least the soccer thing and being able to choose your penalty shot shooter.
No, I disagree with that. Just because, like, when the penalty shot is awarded, it's awarded to a specific player off of a specific scoring chance. So that player, I think, has to take the penalty shot. I just like the added layer of like strategy where a coach can be questioned for whether he chooses the penalty shot or he chooses the power play.
Like if Nikita Zadorov is getting tripped up on a breakaway, he'd probably take that power play.
Yeah.
I mean, for what it's worth, what would it be? Median? The middle in the median power play in the NHL this season was the San Jose Sharks, famously at a 21.2% clip. Penalty shots are scored on, I think, 30+%. So the odds are better. And again, like,
it depends on the shooter.
If you get to choose, you would base it on, well, who had the scoring chance.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, like, generally speaking, it's going to be your scorers and your forwards that are breaking away on breakaways, but not always.
Yeah, but think about how electric it would be if a defenseman or a guy who doesn't normally score.
I mean, remember that one time Nikita Zadorov kind of had a breakaway and then he just ran straight into the goalie?
But like, think about if a guy who isn't normally a scorer gets a penalty shot and the coach decides to show some faith in him, sends him out there for the penalty shot when he has the opportunity to go to the power play instead, and that guy delivers, how electric that is.
Swing. Like,
that would be
like,
so good.
If you're down a few goals and you need a swing, not letting Nikita Zadorov just rip a slap shot from between the dots and see what happens.
I would really like that.
Well, congratulations, Sean. You have won half a playoff series. It's like a half birthday.
Well, no. This is best of 5. And the series started yesterday, so we've won.
That is true. Yes. So he was having some confusion with this. So the series famously doesn't begin until the
road team wins.
The road team wins a game, and the road team won a game yesterday. So now the series has begun. You had said, "Well, what about game 2?" And we were like,
"The Bruins were the home team now."
The Bruins won that game, but they're the home team now.
Right now.
So the road team is the Sabres, and they won last night. So
no, Sean's explanation was better.
Yeah, it's a new series, best of 5. So that was game 1. Sabres were the road team.
Yes.
They won game 1 on the
Right.
road, so series has started. The best of 5 series has officially started.
So is that a tough way to open a new series for the Bruins?
Yeah, it's the worst game 1 loss they've suffered in this series.
But the series is young, so they got time to turn it around.
And I mean, there's
Based
still a
on
chance
the
for you to
old
win the
version-
best of 3.
Based on the old version of the series, the Bruins will come back and win game 2.
That's very true. Are the Bruins the new Dallas Stars, though? They can't win game 1s.
Yes, do not play UPL in game 2, Lindy. The regular season is wrapped and the NBA playoffs are here. That's right, NBA too. There's no better way to cash in on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. So don't pass up your next shot with Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Do It Live 2026 NBA Final Sweepstakes. Going to tell you about
We're
that.
doing it live.
That's right. Bill O'Reilly?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. I almost said Bill O'Brien.
Bill Simmons.
Bill Burr.
Bob
Game
the
and
Builder.
Bill.
Bob
Barbill.
the Builder. Barbill.
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 Barbills. Barbills.
Barbarian. Justin Long.
We're doing.
I don't know what's
Sean,
happening.
what the fuck, man? We're doing all Bills, and then Sean goes Barbells.
Well, I said Barbill and then Barbell.
Lake Bell.
Drake Bell.
Le'Veon Bell.
The Liberty Bell.
The
Bell
Liberty Bell.
Peppers. Julius Peppers. Julius Irving. Kyrie
Irving.
Irving.
Irving Zessman.
Irving Fryer.
Nice.
Irving.
Providence Friars.
Ooh.
Philadelphia Flyers.
Philadelphia
Radio Flyer.
Freedom. Elton John. John Sterling. Roger Sterling.
Donald Sterling.
Roger
Goodell. Roger Goodell was fucking getting his
Roger
sex
Rabbit.
on last night.
Yeah.
A little
Trying to do a
slut
little Mike
strand,
Vrabel.
popped a couple buttons.
Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Aaron Dell.
Dell's
Dude, you're getting
Lemonade.
Adele. Tony Delk.
Tony
Danza.
the
Dancing with the Stars.
This is the funniest. I think this is the
I
funniest
don't know
thing
what
we've ever
happened.
done.
I don't know what happened. I don't know.
We are just literally saying names as though we're impressed that we busted them out.
And then if we don't have another name, we just stretch it to something
Just do
different.
something else.
you know what we're doing?
What?
We're just chat. Like this is exactly what chat does.
No, chat is way wittier because they'll do
No,
like
I know,
name
but we're
puns.
doing our best impression of Chad.
We
It's
need
not
you, we
as
need you
good.
back, chat.
By the way, the dude
Whittier
you're getting
College.
the dude you're getting Adele guy got like the rawest deal in the history of humanity.
Did he not get Adele?
I'm pretty sure he did get Adele, but he had the fucking bag from Dell, and then I believe he got like busted for marijuana in like the mid 2000s,
Oh my
and then got
God.
dropped by Dell. Like that dude, just wrong place, wrong time.
And now Snoop Dogg is everywhere.
Yeah.
He's the biggest stoner on the planet. That's hilarious.
Prize Picks now has early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. On Prize Picks, how you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose Flex Play, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the power play. No matter your play, Prize Picks is a great way to put your takes to the test. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code WhatChaos to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WhatChaos to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineups. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the
National
NBA.
Basketball Association?
Sorry, I was writing something in my notes and then just wrote NBA a bunch of times. My brain is absolutely broken.
You done with that, Irie?
Get better.
Yes,
get
why?
better soon, Wemby.
Ben Curtis was the Dell guy. His tenure with Dell ended shortly after he was arrested and accused of buying a bag of marijuana in 2003.
Trump administration just reclassified marijuana, so it's no longer a Schedule 1 drug.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's an actual, like, legitimate W.
Justice for Ben Curtis. All he did was buy a bag of marijuana. It wasn't even like he was dealing. It wasn't like he was
That's
trafficking.
so fucking
He just bought
crazy,
a
dude.
bag of
The
marijuana.
2000s. Oh my god.
Speaking of Schedule 1 drugs, the
Where's this going?
let me see, who do I want to do it with? The Ottawa Senators are being dragged
Okay. All right.
to the point that they should maybe schedule one tea time. And by one tea time, I mean several. Because
Shotgun start.
Sean, what I'm telling you is I think the Ottawa Senators are going to be eliminated within the next week.
I think that is
Welcome
a
to
Very brave. of you.
very brave take.
welcome
Brave
to
Dave Bean.
welcome to final week for the Ottawa Senators. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but there's like 2 other teams I also think who are in their final week of the season. We should have a fucking party when we decide that a team is going to be eliminated, and like every day on the show we like we like hype up how good like the Penguins or whatever, just do this like very pro Penguins thing as we are saying they're fucking done.
Are there not 8
Celebrate
teams who were in the last week of their
Like a New Orleans funeral is what I'm saying.
I mean, there are 8
teams
teams
who were in the
that
last week
are
of their playoffs?
in their last week,
Well-
but we don't feel there's a different kind of energy
Yeah.
around
That's fair.
the Ottawa Senators.
Pete
and
gets it.
Maybe a few other teams.
Okay, the Hurricanes have taken a 3-0 series lead on the Senators. 2-1 win for the Hurricanes in Ottawa. Ottawa, apologize to Kyle. I knew this was going to happen. You posted this video being like, you're welcome. We sent this guy to Taiwan. I was thinking it was a theory.
Mm-hmm.
You were down 2-0 because the Hurricanes are better than you.
Yeah,
And they
Kyle.
blame this guy, and now he's out. Look, he's going to pay off handsomely, but
I mean, Kyle got dunked on again last night.
Yeah.
The Carolina Hurricanes quote tweeted the Senators video of Kyle and said, should have sent him to the moon instead.
Just absolutely fucked on. That's brutal.
Unbelievably great behavior
Brutal.
on the
It's so
Carolina
good.
Hurricanes
I
part.
like that because they're dunking on the Senators as much as they are dunking
Yes.
on Kyle. I would say more so on the Senators.
I think they had 2 basketballs and they dunked them both.
Oh,
it's
dunk
doing
contest.
the like. Well, that worked.
Yeah. Good plan, guys. Yeah, the
Have you
Hurricane.
tried scoring more than what do they have? 3 goals a series?
They
4
scored-
goals?
You know who has 0
Senators.
goals?
The Senators have scored 3 goals this series.
It's not good.
0 from Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah,
0
he has 0
points.
points.
And a 0 from like everybody because they have 3 goals from 2 total people.
I will say
Drake Batherson has 2 goals.
Megan Chaika tweeted like rough. Kachuk is like tied for 3rd in scoring chances and is converted on. He's had 9 scoring chances in these 3 games. Has 0 points.
He's got 10 shots on goal, which is solid
0
through 3
points.
games. Lower than 11 penalty minutes, but he had to fight.
He had 5 of them in the first in the first 3 seconds of the game.
Yeah.
He had something to say.
He had something to say.
Got to get on the
Made
stat
an
sheet.
impact.
He had
Yeah.
a song in his heart.
The
Funny,
Senators are tough. Like the Hurricanes are obviously just better, but the Senators are super banged up too. And now Jake Sanderson's probably out, and so I think that we can officially say that those guys are out of here.
see
Thanks
you later.
for coming.
2 funny things from this game. You want to do the Hurricanes one or you want to do the Senators one?
Let's do the Senators one first.
This was my favorite thing from last
Oh, I
night.
know exactly what it is, and it was awesome.
Dear friend of the show, Jordan Spence, who's getting his opportunity in Ottawa and is a great young player.
I will say, not to throw a friend of the show under the bus.
Jim Hiller?
No, that's already. He's been run over by the bus so many
Just
times.
back the bus up. Oh.
He's been
Dimitri
disintegrated by the bus.
Filipovich said that one of his breakout candidates was Jordan Spence.
And look, we're showing Jordan Spence
We're
clips.
showing Jordan Spence
He
clips.
might have broken something.
That is true.
All right, so fans who are new to hockey, new hockey fans, I could say, it is a no-no to shoot the puck after the whistle has been blown. In hockey decorum, when the whistle is blown, you stop playing hockey. You don't pass it. That'd be cool.
Just
to,
point
like-
to point,
Or you just like juke somebody.
slap pass.
Yeah. So this little slap pass. You don't shoot the puck after the whistle, or else
Goalie
people are
might
gonna
not
be
be
pissed at
paying
you.
attention, like have his guard down. It's not safe.
Typically, the worst thing that can happen when you shoot the puck after the whistle is
Get your
you
ass
get a
beat.
little
Your
face
ass
wash.
beat.
Someone will put their glove in your
No,
face.
you get your the worst thing that
You
can
get
happen is you
beat
get
up
your
on.
ass beat.
Yes, they beat you up. Turns out there is something worse than that. You could take out one of your own teammates.
And get your ass beat.
Here's our guy Jordan Spence.
And off the draw, Ottawa wins it. Spence with room. Penalty coming up, though, and then Spence shot it after the
That's
whistle
so
and
tough.
hit his own man and took down Stützle in front.
What do you do? That was
We've got a
so
penalty kill
late.
coming up.
It was
Stützle
very
hurt.
late.
Very late.
I don't know if I've ever seen a later shot, to be honest.
I mean, not only
Got him
did
right
you
on
break
the
the
knee,
code,
right on the left
you
knee.
broke your teammate.
And,
Your
you know,
best
there
teammate.
And if you're wondering who
always
Team
interference.
Stützle is, think of it this way. Senator's best player. Full stop.
Yes.
That's the guy who can't get hurt.
Where did that catch him is what I want to know. Like, was that?
Looked like maybe the knee,
I was worried it was maybe a little
groin
up
forward.
into the center.
Yeah. I did send you another highlight of Jordan Spence's last night, and let's just say our guy had a tough night. This one, it's less humorous, but it is also just like gasp worthy.
I mean, I don't want just like bad clips of.
It is. It's
Jordan
pretty.
Spence?
It's pretty sick on the other on Jackson Blake's part.
Joe,
So
for those who don't know, by the way, Jordan Spence is Australian. He's been on our show, and he is the most fascinating person in the NHL.
Australian and Japanese.
Yes,
It's incredible.
An Australian, Japanese, Canadian hockey player.
Truly unbelievable. Here's him getting absolutely worked by Jackson Blake last night too.
Of course, all the off-ice drama
Not to be
that went on
confused with
with
Justin.
Linus Ullmark this season as
Hey,
well.
see ya.
God damn.
Yeah, I know. That was so sick. A tough night for our guy.
With shit like this, though, I love that based on which players you like, you can choose to call it a sick move by Jackson Blake, or if say like Jordan Spence is a guy on your team where you're like, we need more from this guy, whatever. You could be like, oh, nice going, Spence. I'm choosing there to be like Jackson Blake, dog.
He got crossed over, made to touch earth.
Yeah. It's a little bit of A, a little bit of B. But
Yeah.
if that was like Evan Bouchard, everybody would be like, Evan Bouchard fucking sucks.
But also, Evan Bouchard would do the crossing up. Could do the crossing.
could do the crossing.
I have started to do when we watch the Oilers games. I don't know if you've noticed, but like Sean does the like name dog.
Yeah.
Like, I've started to do when Evan Bouchard makes a good defensive play.
Dog.
I just go, Evan Bouchard, good defenseman.
Yeah.
Okay, so congratulations there, and
To who are you
Yeah.
congratulating?
That's, I mean, I
I'm
guess
starting
the
to use
Carolina Hurricanes.
congratulations as
Congrats
just like
to
a
the Carolina-
vocalized
Yeah,
pause.
fair enough.
Congratulations to the Carolina
It's a
Hurricanes.
salutation. Congratulations to the Carolina Hurricanes. We also got this from friend of the show, Seth Jarvis, and friend of the show, Sean Mackenzie. A little, you want to give a little explainer before we show it?
So Seth Jarvis is known for after warmups, and I think like before and after warmups, he loves to just sprint on and off the ice. He bombs off the ice, runs down the tunnel. That's a very endearing part of the Seth Jarvis lore. There's plenty of it.
If Bugs Bunny were a good interviewer, would have asked him about it.
Exactly. So here is Seth Jarvis during warmups yesterday before Game 3.
Their best explosive player, Seth Jarvis, to find
go.
his way onto the scoreboard. Here he is with our Sean Mackenzie. Sean, look out.
You ever worry about taking a tumble doing that?
I've done it a few times. Hit the wall a few times, hit the trainers, but I'm getting better at it.
So we know you love to sprint off the ice like that. We're about 20 minutes to puck drop in a big
Giving
playoff
good
game.
answers
What
when you're
else
out
do
of
you do when you
breath
get
like
in
that is
room?
pretty
Make
good.
yourself mentally, physically prepared.
And they hit the post so nice with the setup
just
there.
keep it light.
Yes.
I mean,
It
I like
flew
talking,
right in.
so just try to keep the energy light. I mean, everyone knows what we're going into, so you don't get too overwhelmed, so just keep it light.
With all the experience that this group has, what has it learned about trying to take advantage of moments like this and take a stranglehold of the series?
Yeah, I mean, every game's a big one, so it's just focusing one game at a time. I mean, it sounds cliche, but you kind of got to forget where you're at in the series and just worry about the game at hand.
Here's
Seth,
the
thanks
good
a lot for the
stuff.
time.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
That's a great.
Great
So,
behavior.
Audio listeners, Sean Mackenzie just sprinted away. Sprinted away from that interview, ran down the tunnel.
Yep.
And
Hall, whatever you
Hall,
want. Yep.
And just unbelievable behavior. Great interview. Great job, Seth Jarvis. Great job, Sean Mackenzie.
Speaking of Hall, Jordan Hall is a person who covers the Philadelphia Flyers, and the Philadelphia Flyers will face the Carolina Hurricanes in the second round.
Thanks for coming. Pittsburgh
Speaking
Penguins.
of other Halls, Taylor Hall in some hot water.
Taylor Swift is in a plane, probably a jet. New York Jets picked second overall last night.
DeAndre Swift, running back.
DeAndre Jordan airmailed a pass at a basketball game we went to.
Jordan
Spence.
smoked his teammate.
Sean
Spencer-
DePaz smoked on that Bruins pack.
True.
Last night.
Spencer, what's like Spencer? Heidi Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer's.
Uh,
Score.
Fuck. Spencer Pratt.
Spencer Pratt is running for mayor.
Pratt and Whitney, U.S. Military weapon supplier.
Oliver Platt was
In the Bear.
in the Bear.
The bear,
Perry the
Bruins
platypus.
are coming back in the series.
A platypus.
Now we've just gone so far.
Perry
I
the
don't remember
platypus.
where we started.
Uh,
Taylor Hall.
Yes. Who also has had a lot of scoring chances in these playoffs.
Platinum.
The Hall Stankoven line is just fucking dominating.
Yeah.
Platinum Records, I found out that TNT by AC/DC has actually sold more copies as a single than Back in Black by AC/DC, which I've got to double check.
Oh.
Does that sound very surprising to you? Wouldn't you think Back in Black is their biggest song?
I think it's probably, I feel like TNT probably just has so much use.
Am I crazy to say, like, I feel like Thunderstruck is their
Oh,
best,
you know what? No, I'm
biggest
sorry.
song.
I think it is Thunderstruck.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
yes,
would
I
be-
think
that would make more
Thunderstruck.
sense. I could see TNT having a lot of sales because like it gets put in a bunch of video games and like has uses outside of people just listening to the song to like it.
I think
Same with Thunderstruck.
I think Thunderstruck is probably their
gotta
biggest
be.
song.
AC/DC.
I mean, You Shook Me All Night Long was also.
Well, that's on. Yeah. If we're
That's also
going
a
by
huge
songs, yeah, I had seen. It was on. Let's see, best-selling songs wiki list of best-selling singles. All right, we've got. I can't find the. Okay, Highway to Hell.
Is
With
that their number one?
11.03 million units.
If you're wondering why the
Back
show
in
went
Black.
live at 12:30 today
Yep.
instead of 12.
Back in Black, 11.48 units. And yes, Thunderstruck at 15.8 million units.
Damn.
That'd be, Thunderstruck is their biggest one.
Yeah,
Thunderstruck I also didn't know was in the 90s. That blows my mind.
That seems late.
It's 1990. Yeah, crazy to me. Crazy Train, Ozzy Osbourne.
R.I.P.
Randy Rhoads, his guitarist, Randy Hahn, gets mad when the Oilers score. The Flyers will play the Hurricanes in the second round. We all know that. Will that be set by Monday, do you think?
Yeah.
I think it could be. But
Yeah.
at the Pittsburgh Steelers were on the clock last night at the NFL draft, as happens. And Pete found this and sent it to us. It's amazing. Listen to the Pittsburgh fans.
So I think they want to go all lineman late.
All right, some advice and counsel from Stanford Steve, the DraftKings Sportsbook. Tyson first receiver taken there, -115. You see the other one. What?
So you're telling me ESPN can get this Nat sound?
Yeah, right. No. Now they're interested in crowd noise.
Butcher Gross is going to subtweet the hell out of you, Sean.
And if anybody is listening on audio and couldn't quite make that out, they were not saying "Let's go Flyers." They were saying "Fuck the Flyers."
Indeed.
I told you we would talk about the Kings and that I had a question, okay? The Avalanche have taken Game 3. They are now up 3-0 in the series. Is momentum shifting in Colorado's favor at this point in the series?
Yeah, I actually had a good time watching what I saw of last night's game, which
Couple of
suggests that it
goals.
was not an LA Kings branded game.
Couple of goals,
Few goals.
some
Little bit of
interesting power
drama.
plays.
A little bit of drama.
Adrian Kempe having the worst day at his job.
Until Anze Kopitar
Had the
had
worst
like
day at his job.
one of the not one of the worst days at his job, but like a pretty bad day at his job and one of the final days of his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that you're down 2-0 in the series. This is where you start to find out, like, are these really my last games?
Yeah.
And
How do I have some fun if they are my last games?
And like, as you're pondering that, Brock Nelson takes the puck from you and scores an empty net goal.
Puts it on ice.
Fuck.
Shit.
Ruh-roh.
Shouldn't have been wondering that.
Tough to live in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. So that stinks.
The Kings did their best to punch back against the Avalanche fans who made those Kempe signs. They didn't do a good job.
What were there? I saw that they were like, we don't use AI, but your social media does thing.
I saw that the Kings fans had a sign that said like, McKinnon thinks that Buddy the Elf's favorite team is the Avs. And I was like, that is a horrible fucking sign.
God damn it, dude.
They did have a lot of the screenshots of missing the net at the Olympics, and I thought that was pretty good.
That's good behavior.
Like, Nathan McKinnon should not go to an American arena for the rest of this season, especially in the playoffs, and not see that screenshot plastered on the glass.
I would agree.
Yeah. I mean, you do what you can to. It's any edge that you can have, any way that you can help your team, you do. That seems like a pretty easy one, and it's not like they're making anything up about him.
Mm-hmm.
They're not saying you're this, you're that. They're just this happened.
Biggest moment of your career. You biffed it.
The only thing that I would say is like I don't know if you want to piss off Nathan McKinnon before he plays your team in a playoff game, but last night's evidence suggests that he's not really going to go scorched earth. He's going to go diving on the earth.
He went full Sidney Crosby. Got called for an embellishment back to back.
Nathan McKinnon went Sidney Crosby mode. He just dove.
Did Sid? Wait, give me the camera, Sean. Did what should we call him? Nate Mac?
Nate Dogg?
Did Nate Dogg just go Crosby mode? And then just show him diving.
Sean, hit it. Hit it, pal.
Selenius takes her on McKinnon. Cross checks him, and referee Kelly Sutherland thought that McKinnon was trying to sell it and embellished it, and
just the shoulders. I feel like the shoulders are the biggest giveaway on diving.
Like the head
when you're already like leaning forward, and then all of a sudden your shoulders get like thrown up.
In Nathan McKinnon's defense, I say, isn't it possible he just got a chill? He was going down.
There was a draft in there.
He's
getting closer to the ice.
Famously, there was a draft last night.
Free Nathan McKinnon. He didn't do it. Wait, give me the camera. Is the NHL fucking Nate Dogg?
Jesus Christ. Diving also hot in the streets these days, literally, because the Flyers put up a billboard making fun of Sidney Crosby for diving. And it's just the worst fucking billboard you've ever seen in your life.
It is.
That picture of Crosby is so good.
I read all that.
That Sidney Crosby looks like he was shot with a gun.
Have you seen how many people put him in glue traps?
Yes.
They just draw a glue trap around him, and he looks exactly like an insect in a glue trap.
He looks like a dead person there. That's the funniest picture ever.
The thing about billboards is that you typically only see them for about 1 second.
It's a rule we learned in advertising schools. You don't put more than 7 words on a billboard because people can't read it when they're driving
What
by.
if you put 60?
That's what that Flyers fan is finding out. It's like, what if we put pros on our fucking billboard?
Entire word for word rule book of embellishment.
You'll mind if I have a little bit of a slam poetry session on my billboard? That's what this Flyers fan was doing.
And also the text, examples of embellishment in a sentence. Crosby, below the giant picture of Sidney Crosby. I think we got what you were trying to go for.
Yeah.
Before you put that sentence
I like
down
the
there.
spirit of the gamesmanship. Bad job.
Honestly, this would have been a million times better if it was just the picture of Sidney Crosby.
Definitely.
Just laying on the ground.
Yes.
That would have been so funny.
Should we do a slideshow? I know the carousels are hot in the streets these days. Do we do a carousel doing like how every an update on all the GOATs in the playoffs or like the best players in the league? And Crosby, it's like dives, McKinnon dives, Kucherov scored for once in his fucking life. McDavid bad. McDavid doesn't try.
No, what we got to do is I think that starting next week, we should do last night was a billboard, and we should have
who are we putting on the billboard?
Who we putting on the billboard
with as many words as we want.
As many words as we want. Yes.
Money is no object.
It's got to be more than 7.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be.
No, it's got to be a lot of words.
Word count is no object.
No, there's a word count minimum. It's like when you're writing a paper.
I do like the last night
essay.
was a billboard segment, and then just doing a billboard every day about something that happened.
Get
the
back in
previous
my
night.
advertising art direction bag when I was mocking up billboard ads.
Fuck yeah! All right, let's do this next week. Yes,
really, really good. And I mean that's it for the Kings this season.
Yeah.
That's it
Thanks
for the
coming.
Kings this
That'll
season.
do it. They scored 2 goals.
Mercifully, I would say that's it for the Kings.
I mean, I will say there was a point last night where both Pete and I were like, they're gonna tie this game.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe
There wasn't a point where I was like that.
we never discussed whether they would win the game.
Yeah, I just didn't want them. There was like when they went up, I think it was the Avs went up 3-1. I was like, okay, good. About time. Like, let's just get this shit over with.
Yeah.
And then the Avs the Kings picked it up a little bit. Oh, we also didn't mention another just absolutely brutal goalie pull.
Oh, yes. Yeah. It's been a bad early first round for goalie pulls going horribly.
Nothing will beat the Veggie one. That one was just bad. This one was just unfortunate timing, I think. But
The Veggie one makes me sad.
the Veggie one makes me a little mad.
We are approaching, like, all right, that's enough of you. Get out of here. Point in the playoffs. We've arrived there with I think we're there with the Senators. I think we're there with the Kings.
We were there
What
with
about
the Kings.
what about the Penguins? I'm not ready to say that I need the Penguins to get out of here, because like if the Penguins want to make this a series, I will absolutely take it.
That series is still fun. Where this is a little make it about the Oilers. This is a little 2022 Battle of Alberta, where like quick series. Loved every fucking second of it.
Yeah,
I'll call it a classic. It was 5 games.
Are you talking about the Penguins and Flyers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the Battle of Alberta though was back and forth. That was like ping pong matches. This is just the Flyers taking belt to ass.
But it's so you're right. It's so entertaining.
It has entertainment,
despite being one-sided. I mean, Penguins fucked around, and took a lead early in Game 3. A lot of buzz about that.
True.
I'm leaving a little room for the Penguins to earn my business. I don't think that the Kings have any opportunity to earn my business. I would like for the Ottawa Senators to earn my business, but I don't believe that they're going to be able to.
I'm going to say this for the Ottawa Senators. Everyone's believed in you. You know, like
people are jumping and have been jumping at the opportunity to say, don't count out the Senators.
Yeah, and
I've been one of those people.
I love that. I love that for them. I don't think I was ever really quite there. I'm happy for the Senators that they made the playoffs. That's great. Been a tumultuous season. They've got some stuff to figure out in the offseason, but I don't know, like let the record show, not me personally, but like let the record show people don't view you as some bum team.
Not you, though.
Not me. I do.
I canned up. I'll join you.
That's the funniest way to get to that point. A lot of people are saying you're not bums. Not me, though.
I am not one of those people.
Did you ever see? Did you ever see when the Patriots won the Super Bowl? I forget what year it was. I think it was the one against the Rams. The last one, the most recent.
Me.
I think it was one of the times.
I don't know which one of the Super Bowls.
I think it was one of the times they beat the Rams in the Super Bowl.
God damn.
I was at NBC Sports Boss at the time, and we had Troy Brown there. You know, they like after the Super Bowl, there's certain people who get to like wear vests and go on the field, and it's not like in the NHL where they just let everyone on the ice and you could talk to everybody. It's like certain people have vests and are allowed to do media stuff on the field. We sent Troy Brown on the field. Troy Brown, Patriots legend. And that season, Patriots were pretty mid all season. And then like the last 4 games of the season, I think they beat the Bills, they beat the Jets, they beat some like, yeah, you won the games, but are these good opponents? I think they maybe slipped a win against the Vikings in there. And there were just questions about like, is this team actually good? And they blew doors in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And Troy Brown was interviewing Jonathan Kraft, who obviously he's got a relationship with. And he's like, Jonathan, you won the Super Bowl. Congratulations. And Jonathan was like, yeah, you know, like this was a tough season and people, a lot of people had doubts about us. A lot of people had a lot of questions. And Troy Brown is just being way too honest. And he's like, yes, I had questions. I doubted you. It just kept volunteering, like,
that's a man who's paranoid the receipts were gonna get pulled.
That he was gonna be like, and you were one of them,
getting out ahead of it.
Hand up, boss. That was me.
I love that's Petey every time he talks about Josh Doan. He's like, I thought that kid was too small, not skilled enough, was never gonna make it. And he's proven me wrong every single time.
Yeah, I mean, Petey's a real one, as they say.
Petey's, I will say, like Petey's had a tough time on our YouTube channel this week.
Why?
Because of he didn't like Trevor Zegras to the Flyers, and a lot of people are going back to the old video.
Listen,
well, then I say this: we love Trevor Zegras. Please be nice to Petey during this sensitive time. He is the first media member and hockey analyst ever to be wrong about something. So this is a very difficult time for him. Go easy.
Somebody also hit me with a on Twitter yesterday, said like, nobody was born to be a Flyer like Trevor Zegras.
I do like when people say that about players. You just do it with anything.
I guess you could, but that's just objectively not true. Like
not what I think when I think Flyers.
Yeah, it's like I'm so happy that Trevor Zegras has found his spot and has found success and revitalized his career in Philly. It's incredible. I also turns out I love that guy now.
Yeah,
both on and off the ice. That guy's very fun. But let's not correct the record retroactively and not be like Trevor Zegras was soft and a bit of a annoying shit in Anaheim.
The Instagram hockey was invented for Trevor Zegras.
Correct, yes.
I vividly remember, in fact, when they made that
Instagram
trade,
hockey was invented for Jack Hughes.
But
when they made that trade, my guy Robbie Buckets, who's a diehard Flyers fan, texted me like, "Holy fuck, the Flyers got an exciting player!" Like, that's not what Flyers fans think. Is there they were excited to get something that is not their identity?
Like Porter Martone was drafted, and the second he was drafted, everybody's like, Flyer.
Wayne Simmons,
that's a fucking Flyer. Yeah,
like Wayne Simmons, Flyer. Just like big, don't take any shit from anybody.
Who's
kind
the
of player.
the biggest Flyer right now?
Right now,
Yeah,
Porter Martone.
It is Martone.
yeah, I would agree.
I think so.
Yeah,
Which is awesome.
Ras.
So yeah, Ras was the line.
I'm gonna start calling Risto Ras.
born to be a Flyer.
He was the OG Ras.
Yes. Okay. Do we have a slate?
Yes, we do.
All right. How many games?
10.
10?
Damn.
Man. A 3-gamer. You got the Bolts at the Habs. Series is tied 1-1 as it shifts back to Montreal.
Friday
shifts
night.
to Montreal. 7 p.m. Eastern, United States of Canada. You can catch it on TNT in the States. The Golden Knights at the Mammoth. First home Mammoth playoff game. That shit is going to be a soda. 9:30 p.m. Catch it on TBS in the States. And
Fucked up the colors here a little bit. That's on me.
ooh, that's okay. Whatever. The Ducks will host the Edmonton Oilers in Game 3 of their series. All 3 of these series tied 1-1. It's at 10 o'clock. You can get it on TNT. Oh,
Banger.
Let's look at the Habs game. And it'll be brought to you by Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Bet the action on every period, every shift, every shot with Canada's homegrown sportsbook, Sports Interaction. Ontario only 19+. Please play responsibly. The Habs at home money line is even money. Is that a don't think about it at all? Just do it?
I think so,
I
yeah.
mean, the vibes at Bell Center are going to be fucking insane.
I mean,
Martin St. Louis revenge series back home.
I'm so
if you've been
excited
to a
be able to watch
regular
the series
season
now.
Canadians home game, you know how crazy that pregame is.
They play 41
I'm gonna
playoff
go-
games at home
I'm going to
during
go
the regular season.
bankrupt paying to get a ticket at Bell Center when the Sabres play them, if the Sabres play them.
Dude, we're going to subsidize it.
No, we're not.
Yes.
we are in the hole.
We are so in the hole from all this, but
Tick, I love you.
Habs playoff games, that intro is like
I want to experience it.
nothing else. It
I believe
is
it.
so that they are going to be up. That is very obvious. Friday night at home, Habs at even money. I think that's the move. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck drop to overtime, bet with live odds on every play with easy deposits and payouts. Go to sportsinteraction.com/whatchaos to open an account. Ontario only 19+. Please play responsibly. Do we have our Patreon episode up yet, or
Not
is that
yet,
coming?
No, I got it.
That's up to Sean.
Okay.
Sketch it a little bit, but I'll have it available to you to publish today. I don't know what you're.
We did
plan is.
It'll probably be up tomorrow morning.
Okay, we did a very concentrated hang with
for the most part.
our friends from Dishin. It of course devolved into a Patreon episode, but if you know us, you know we love Dishin, and if you don't know what Just Dishin is, it's an incredible. You could call it a clothing company, but it's so much more than that. It is just like a lifestyle conglomerate.
brand, yeah.
Something like that. And we sat down with Derek, Matt, and Nick, who are 3 of our favorite people. Ben was hanging out. It was an absolute blast. We talked to them about what they do, working together with us. We teased the upcoming line that Derek designed. It's so good. We're doing a lot of stuff with them. It's an amazing conversation. Talk a little GoldenEye. Sean gets a gift because that happens everywhere he goes this week. Everything is coming up, Sean. Thank you to Dishin for hosting us this week. We've had Buffalo House, and that's been amazing, but we've really lived two places, Buffalo House and the Dishin Studios, which just is so sick. It is truly like a fucking toy store for us.
Yeah. Last night was a toy store.
Last night was a toy store.
Quite literally, because Dishin has been very generous with supplying us.
Yeah, I
with
mean,
merch.
we rolled up to Buffalo, we drove, and that car
Good
was
fucking luck.
proper packed on the way up here. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. We are
might need to
leaving
leave
with
some stuff with me.
so much more shit, and I don't think it's gonna fit.
My
in the car.
girlfriend did not believe me when I was telling her the stuff that, because I'd said like, oh, we went to New Era, we got a bunch of stuff, we went to the team store, blah, and I was on the phone with her last night, and I was like, you are not ready for how much shit I am bringing into our home. I listed off a jersey, 2 jackets,
the fact
a
that you only left
hoodie,
with one jersey is crazy.
2 shirts, I believe between 5 and 7 hats. I won't do it. Between 5 and
Appreciate
8
that.
hats, and a rug.
Yeah, I'm also leaving with a rug.
And she thought that I was
ridiculous.
like, she thought I was doing some sort of improv exercise. That I was like, you can think that
The rug is the part where we'd be like, okay, what's the bait here? It's like,
She was
no,
like,
we all left with rugs.
What kind of rug then? And I was like, a rug of a cartoon wearing a Wayne Gretzky helmet.
Of course.
What fucking rug do you think?
Y'all might have to stop at like Walmart or something and get one of those things that go on top of the car.
Yeah, what were those called back in the day? I feel like there was like a snail on them.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Oh, the like the hard shell thing.
You can get hard shell ones or soft ones that you kind of like clip in through the car.
I mean,
so
I
y'all
actually
might
think,
need some extra storage.
I actually think that this is something that we're going to have to do.
I think
Genuinely.
you're gonna have to Uber home. I'm gonna have to use the
front seat.
shotgun seat for
Right,
storage.
put DJ on top.
Yeah, that's right.
What if I just flew
Hold
home
on, brother?
today because there was not room for me in the car?
I mean, that would work too.
We'll figure it out. Everybody, jump on the Patreon if you want to get that conversation with Dishin as well as other stuff we've got.
Are we doing? No, never mind.
We're gonna make you whole.
Yeah,
Patreon
at some
wise.
point, yeah.
Believe you me.
Oh, another one? Yeah.
I didn't want to like push you into a spot where like I'm saying we're doing another one this weekend. I don't know if that's the plan, but we have more coming.
We know that we owe you one. Yeah.
We will always do more stuff.
I'll get back to the newsletter probably next week.
Okay, fantastic. A lot of great stuff from Buffalo. Thank you to Dishin. Thank you to everyone in Buffalo for putting up with us.
Thank you to Sean.
Yeah,
Sean, we've
Thank you to you guys.
displaced you in your own hometown.
Yeah, it was. We were talking about that I think this morning or last night. Or it's like it's a little. I kind of keep forgetting that like I am just 20 minutes from the place that I normally live. I'm just like gonna drive home after this.
Thank you to you for bringing your family to the function.
Yeah, I'm
last
happy
night.
they came. I was cool. This whole week was very cool. Doesn't happen without you guys first and foremost. So I'm very thankful for that.
Your mom like legitimately. I know DJ said earlier in the show. Your mom like legitimately almost made us cry. It was like I had to like kick her out of the bar before she made us emotional. It was
My mom
upsetting.
fucking
Get out of here, loser! Sabres suck. Boo.
My mom is the best.
We also shared some of the What Chaos behind the scenes lore with some of the Whatnuts last night with regards to Sean moving back to Buffalo and all that. I feel like we should do some like
that could be a Patreon thing.
Either Patreon or like summer like YouTube videos behind the scenes like lore about some of the stories. I would love to tell we've lightly told the New York story, but now that like the Jim Dolan stuff is becoming very public, courtesy of Pablo Torre, I would like to maybe dive into that. I think listeners would really like to hear how that went down.
That was like the first big like, oh, okay, this is the world I'm in now. Like, we got there's relationships. There's a lot going on.
Famously, Sean and I aren't going to be working on anything else this summer, so we are going to have all the time in the world.
You need a character to play. I can't like.
Okay, nobody's playing characters.
Well, we weren't referencing specifically what we were talking about yet, but
you have no plans.
I personally have no plans.
Summer's wide open.
Well, we have shows to do. I have a wedding I'm going to go to.
Ah,
there's stuff going on. I might go to Seattle at some point.
Nice.
I think I'm going to be in the cages. I'm going to be skating. I'm going to be
Every
blading
day.
to the... what if I blade to the cages? I'm thinking I have like a backpack and I bring my own bat and it like goes through the loops when I'm rollerblading.
It'd be a cool look.
It'd be a cool look.
I can't wait to hit those Blade Gang guys with my car when I get back to Boston.
You were saying, you wanted to hit them with your...
I'm going to run them over with my car.
Or like you want to like take a bat and just like...
Nope, no bat. Just
some Boston fans did try and assault them.
I did see that. That's a tough look.
I'll say, bad behavior.
There were
Blade Gang owns you.
Confirmed, by the way, way more Sabres fans in Boston than Bruins fans in Buffalo.
There was at least 5 of them.
Yeah.
All right. We fucked ourselves by making this one long. Sorry, Sean.
At no point did I genuinely think this was going to be up at noon. To be fair,
and that was like
we have never a single time set a time frame for a show and stuck to it.
Yeah.
Which I'm not
we got
complaining. It really doesn't
AC
matter.
catalogs to go through today.
We have random name/word association to play that isn't really even.
You get it.
Yeah, like I'm not complaining in the slightest.
Personally, it makes me very proud that we are incapable of mailing in a show. Actually, we're incapable of mailing in a show in a way that does not feel genuine to us.
Right. All right. We love you. Talk to you on Patreon and talk to you Monday. Also, make sure you're following us everywhere social-wise because we've got good stuff coming, including Sean getting his gift from Young Gritty. You don't want to miss it. Bye. Love ya. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to What Chaos here on YouTube. You will get everything, daily episodes, player interviews, and so much more. It's all here on the What Chaos YouTube. Hit subscribe.